In Paul's letter to the Philippians, he uses these words. He says, "I thank my God every time I remember you, constantly praying with joy in every one of my prayers for all of you because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now." And I would echo those words of Paul to the church at Philippi when I think about ministry here at First Presbyterian Church. It is always a partnership in Christ. Partnership is central to everything we do. It's central to who we are as Presbyterians because we know that all ministry, all mission that we do is actually God's ministry and God's mission. So it's never one group giving to another group. It's never those who have doing for those who have not. It's always us, all of us, in partnership with God, whether it's a healing ministry, a teaching ministry, an outreach ministry, a food care ministry. It's always about partnership in Christ. And so this video is going to focus on our partnership in Christ. That's our stewardship theme for this year. Partnership in Christ. So I invite you just to see all the different partners that are part of this partnership in Christ. I invite you to see how God draws us all together and molds us and shapes us so that we're not just a bunch of different groups, but we're one community, one partnership, one body in Jesus Christ. So take a few moments and look and listen to this partnership in Christ.
Good morning. Welcome to First Presbyterian Church.
I had very major spinal surgery about, middle April. And the several weeks that I was in the hospital after that, and actually on the day of surgery, someone from the church was there 3 or 4 times every week for all the weeks that I was in the hospital, helping us share our belief in God and praying with us, and it was just fantastic support. We got dozens of cards from church members. And this was in the Columbia Hospital, and we got visits from church members other than the pastoral staff. People would drive all the way to Columbia to say hi, and it was just wonderful. Great support.
So when Mike and I met, he told me that he belonged to the Presbyterian Church. Well, none of my family had ever been in the Presbyterian, but I thought, I'm game. So while we were dating, I came down. First person I met was Pastor Dave, and he walked across there and he says, "Are you a visitor today?" And I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "I'm here with Michael Henry." And all the congregation was just what Mike said. You're at home, it's like family. And I think this is the best congregation I've ever been a part of in my life.
It is unbelievable the number of times that we feel God has directly intervened in our lives since we got married, and it's absolutely part of our life.
I think this is the 4th year. The program was sponsored by the Methodist Church in the past, and when they needed to pass the baton, First Presbyterian picked it up. And in partnership with the churches who participated in the past and with businesses in the past, started literally taking Christ's message and feeding the children. We pack lunches Monday through Friday from the time school is out till the time school comes again. The church members come in and pack, and community members deliver those to 4 sites in Jefferson City. It's such a Christ-based mission that everybody is willing to do it. It benefits the whole community. And while we probably could do it ourselves, it eases to partner with others and share the joy. And I do think everyone who works on it has a great time with fellowship and just seeing how appreciative the kids are to receive meals. Almost every single child says thank you. They're very appreciative. Parents are appreciative. Sometimes they ask, who is sponsoring this, and sometimes they're just willing to say, these are nice people. Thank you very much. And there's a time for fellowship, but there's also a time of service. And everyone feels good about being able to spend an hour or 2 hours of their day to help other people in the community.
I don't know what you've been through. Not that might have chapters too. We are bound by the same thread. Born wine and broken bread. We are daughters and sons.
I'm going on this trip because I had such a great experience last year. I felt like I really was doing amazing work. I was really improving people's lives, and not only that, but I felt like I was improving my own connection with Jesus Christ and building connections with people from all across the country.
I felt like I was just helping people, and I like to do that. Helping people is just fun. It makes you feel good inside first it starts, and then you just get to meet new people, and you get to meet new church places, church groups around the world, and meet new friends.
I enjoyed the fellowship. The Reach staff really makes a very big deal about how it's not about the work, it's about the connection with your neighbor, and I feel like that's better than any work I could ever do. There's always a sense of God inside of your neighbor's eyes, their hearts. Just them knowing that they're not able to do what we're doing, they're not able to pay for it, they're not able to actually do the physical labor, but we're coming there and we're doing it for them, and they would have known that they had no other way to do it besides us helping.
They're grateful, and it's just awesome to see their face.
And the friendships that you make with people from across the country, I think that really is something special. Like the feeling that you get, kind of the camaraderie that you get from working on a hard project with somebody else. That's something special right there.
So this is my 4th year going. I've had a really good experience. You get to help people, you get to get closer to God, you get to get closer to a lot of new friends, and it's just overall a great experience. Then the neighbors, that's what we call the people whose houses we're working on. And just the way that a lot of them aren't living in the best circumstances, and yet they still are so open to us and so kind to us and so willing to do devotions and things with us.
You should have thought that through. We're not prepared to go there. Well, if we're not prepared to go there, when something needs to be done, who will go there? Many of us, we're waiting for someone else to do what the Lord has called us to do.
One of the partnerships we're excited about is our partnership with Second Baptist Church. About 4 years ago, we started this partnership. It includes worship, it includes fellowship, it includes talking about issues that are current to the day. And so we're glad to have WT with us, and we're thankful for the partnership in the gospel with Second Baptist, with you, from the first day, practically, that I was here until now, and the partnership that extends into the future. So welcome.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. It is a tremendous honor to be asked to say a few words. It is not too frequent that congregations come together. It is said that Sunday morning is the most segregated time in society between black and whites and other minorities as well. So the opportunity to come together with another denomination to share the word and to sit down, break bread together, and to have serious dialogue. People have come from different perspectives, different areas of the country, and so they come to the table with different ideas and different preconceived notions about what's going on and individuals themselves. So the opportunity to come together with First Presbyterian has been a tremendous honor. We share opportunities to come into each one's sanctuary and to actually hear the word from each other. And one thing that we always understand is that regardless as to what denomination is, we always are worshiping the same God. So it has been a tremendous honor, and thank you, Reverend Rod, for inviting me.
Pastor Mahendra Bhatri has been visiting this week, and we're happy that he's been able to come and visit everyone and help the relationship grow between his church, the Ashish Church in Kathmandu, Nepal, and our church here. I think our relationship is a good example of how we view mission, which is it's really God's mission, it's not our mission, but we are helping the Nepalese and advancing their mission, which in this case is to help some of the children in Nepal go to school. And he's been here this week to help us to learn what he's doing and to help us develop the program, and we hope to continue to have this relationship grow between our churches and our people.
So the church here is helping us in what we do not have, and there we are doing which you cannot do it from here. So it's a partnership, complementary, helping each other, and being part to fulfill a particular purpose for the benefit of people who are less privileged. So we both have roles, and each of us have our own roles, which we do it from Nepal and which you do from here. The earthquake happened. Nepal is known to be in the earthquake zone, and yet we were not prepared. And who was affected most by the earthquake? The people who are mostly weak in their personal resources. So when I heard that you were going to help us with money, that was the real best thing, because money is like, as we say, money is liquid. We can use it in many different ways.
Hello, you've heard many ways we are partnering as a congregation inside and outside of the church to accomplish the mission here on earth for Christ. You have a way of helping too, with your talents, your skills, and your treasures can add to this as a separate partnership, or with us. As a separate partnership, it can be very difficult, but by partnering with us here in the congregation, both here and locally and the world, we can accomplish a great deal. Each of us has something to bring to the table, whether we think it's insignificant or not. But if you partner with other people, your strength, your individual talents, skills, go together to make us stronger as one. So, how will you partner with us in the church to accomplish God's and Christ's mission here on earth?